What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we are back here on Pokemon Showdown today. I'm going to be building an OU team around Mimikyu. I know it's been quite a while since we have had a live team building session, but we're going to get back into the swing of things right here. I'm going to be pairing up SD Mimikyu with this dual screens Tapu Koko. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it still. I haven't really run it before, but I've seen it do quite a bit of work, so we're going to go ahead and try that out today. Apparently it works kind of like Aurora Veil, but we're running Ghostium Z because we want to be able to break Toxapex after a Swords Dance and make sure that we don't get hazed. But yeah, other than that, pretty standard Mimikyu set. We're going with Jolly. You can go Adamant, but I do want to outspeed an offensive Landorus, so that's definitely an important thing to consider. But when we're looking at these two Pokemon, we definitely want more setup sweepers on the team, and we still don't have any sort of hazard control or hazards going on, so those are definitely things that we do want to consider when deciding on Pokemon. Now, an Ash Greninja can provide us spikes, which is definitely good. And it can probably appreciate the dual screen support since it's not very bulky. But I don't know how I feel about that. I still think it'll die to whatever it usually does under these screens, just because its bulk is just that bad. But I don't know, it's definitely an option right there. We can also go with SD Landorus, but we already have our Z move used, so I don't know how I feel about like SD Flanium, because dual Z is not really going to work out. I mean, double Dance Mew is pretty easy. You know what, I actually really like the idea of Mega Gyarados. We're going to do that. We're going to go with Mega Gyarados. I haven't used Mega Gyarados in, I think, a couple of weeks now. And I have a ton of fun with the Dragon Dance Mega Gyarados. It's definitely a fun time. Do I want to go with Intimidate or Moxie? I definitely think Intimidate's the better option, just because under screens, if we bring this thing on a physical attacker, we can definitely do some work. But Moxie could give us more attack boosts. We're going to go with Intimidate, though, because I feel as though we want to be as bulky as possible, and Intimidate can help us out in that regard. This thing didn't get liquidation, did it? It did not. So we're gonna go ahead and give it Waterfall, Earthquake, and Ice Fang or Crunch. I mean, I guess this thing kind of struggles with Tangrowth. What do I want to run though? Ice Fang is definitely a good option to hit Landorus too. Both of these are kind of weak to Lando. This can't touch it at all. And Landorus actually takes our +1 Mimikyu's Ghostium Z. So we're gonna go with Ice Fang. If I feel as though Crunch is more valuable later, we'll go ahead and change it when we are laddering, but we'll put a lot into the attack. Actually, it's 155 attack. Wow, I thought it was like 130 for some reason, but that's really strong, and we'll go with Jolly right now. And an important thing to keep in mind is this thing does not outspeed like the base 150 Megas, so Alakazam and Mega Aerodactyl actually outpace Jolly Gyarados at +1, which is definitely pretty insane. But now with Ash Greninja kind of out of the picture because we have our offensive water. We could do dual waters if we really felt like we wanted to, but we're not going to do that. We still need more setup. I still need hazards, as I said. We don't really have any of that going on so far. We could do Earth Plate Lando. Earth Plate Lando could actually provide us with both Defog and Stealth Rocks. I don't know if I would run Defog though, but we can definitely do that. Earth Plate Lando is actually really nice. We're gonna do that, because I definitely do want the Stealth Rocks. And we can't run Defensive Landorus on a dual screens Tapu Koko team with Mimikyu. We definitely want to run it as offensive as possible. We're going to go with Earthquake. I think I'm going to go with Knockoff just because, well, obviously we're going to go with, I don't have to run U-Turn. I can go with Smackdown, but I really want to run like Knockoff, just to knock off Chansey, because we kind of struggle against that. None of our mons really appreciate Toxic, and knocking off the Eviolite can really help us out. But first of all, we'll go with Smackdown. That's definitely the... we definitely have to run these three, and we'll go with Earthplate, as I said. And you know what, we're going to go with Adamant, just to maximize that, because I'm pretty sure Earthplate, Adamant, Earthquake actually OHKOs, well, 2-hit KOs Chansey, which is definitely really great. And we'll go with Max Speed, just to make sure we can outpace other Adamant Landos, well, at least speed tie with them. And that's looking pretty good. Now, what do I want this last move to be? We could go with Explosion, for sure, but Explosion is more usually seen on SD set, so I don't think that's a great option. I did say we could go with Defog, but I don't really know how much I want to... I don't think we're very worried about opposing hazards, because the thing is, the idea of this team is to get up my own hazards and then just sweep with one of my mons, so... I don't know, I don't think we're going to go with Defog on this. We might put on a Defogger later, if we do feel as that's necessary, but we'll go with these two for now, and I guess we will go with Knockoff, just to help out against the Chansey, which can definitely... It's definitely looking like a little bit of a problem, so that should help out in that regard. And that's looking pretty good so far. Now, definitely out at least one more setup sweeper on here, and We already have our Mega, so we can't go with something cool like Rock Polish Deontay. I want to try that set out at some point. Rock Polish Mega Deontay looks like a ton of fun. SD Cart is definitely a cool option. It probably dies to every special hit that it usually does under terrain anyway, though. It's base 31. I thought it was base 40 for some reason. Let's see. We can also go with... I mean, SD Mega Mawile would be great, but Gyarados is definitely the superior mount to pair with dual screens. If we were running Aurora Veil, I would go with Mega Mawile, but we'll go with the Gyarados for now. We could go with the Dragonite. We don't have a Dragon, and... well, actually, I guess I would go with Salamence, but the multi-scale could actually be really helpful, too. I think that it's actually a really cool idea. I mean, do we have a Z move easier? We do have this. So I don't know why I was talking about Double Dance Mew earlier, because we would need a Psyche MZ, well, Mini MZ for that. So that's definitely not going to work out. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the Dragonite. While it will start adding to my Stealth Rock's weakness, which can be kind of a problem, I'm not too worried about it. Oh, there's so many... Did I filter to Dragon-type? That's a Dragon-type Pokemon. I want Dragonite right here. The only thing is we would need Supersonic Sky Strike with this, and... we already have a Z move. The fact that we have a Z move on Mimikyu is really, like, hindering us from a lot of the options that I want to run. Yeah, we'll forego that. And SD Bisharp's looking cool. It could form a nice Dark Spam core with Gyarados, and it actually has decent bulk, which is definitely something I'm looking for when building with these dual screens, because the screen's not going to help you if you're dying to everything in one hit anyway. I actually really like that. Dragon Dance T-Tar. We could go with... Well, I can't go with Z-Celebrate Bikini because Mimikyu. I'm highly considering changing this to Life Orb Mimikyu. You know what? We're going to do the Zygarde, and the reason for this is it's kind of a staple on both Aurora Veil and Dual Screens Koko, and it doesn't require a Z move, which is definitely probably one of our only options right now. So Figgy Berry Dragon Dance Zygarde is definitely looking good. I think I just go with DD Coil. I don't think there's a better set that we can run right now, since we can't run DD Dragon Dance Dragonium because we already have our Z moves. So let's go with Dragon Dance Coil, 1000 Arrows, and Extreme Speed. You want to run Extreme Speed always, despite the fact that you have speed boosts. And we're going to go with 104 in HP, and then we're going to go with 160 in the speed, because that allows us to outspeed Scarf Cortana at +2, which is definitely very great. And we still have quite a bit. What do I want to put this into? We could just dump it all into attack if I really feel like that's what I want to do. I feel like Standard runs some defense, though. We're going to put it into attack for now. I'll double check the EV spread, but we're going to go ahead and roll with this, because that can be really strong with the +1000 arrows, but that's definitely looking good. I definitely think we're going to change the EV spread on Zygarde. Isn't Standard like 72 here, and then the rest in attack? We'll go with this for now, and if I'll check the EV spread, but that looks pretty good so far. We have 3 setup mons, which I think is enough. We could go with one more if I really want to, and then Earthplate Lando with the rocks. I definitely want Defog. Well, we have two setup sweepers that don't really care about rocks, and Gyarados won't care about them after it Mega Evolves, though, but that's kind of tricky, because if they have like rocks leads, say with like a Excadrill, that could definitely be a problem. We have a Taunt lead, though, so I'm not very worried about that. It'll just be a 50-50. Do we go for a screen on Earthquake, or do we go for Taunt on rocks? But let's see, we have one more slot right here, which I definitely want to make as much use of as I can, obviously. What's a really unique setup mon that I just don't think about? Z Conversion Porygon could do the thing, but as usual, we have our Z move. Double Dance Thundurus, I feel like that's not bulky enough. Base 70 plus 80 with that really mediocre HP stats, definitely not going to cut it. Let's look down in UU. Is there anything down here that like can do some work? Nah, I don't think there's anything that's very prominent down here. I mean, we could go with Suicune, but that's a bulky setup speaker. Not really the best idea. Autotomy Celesteal, well, we need a Z move for that too. Alright, if I do feel the need to, I will change Mimikyu to Life Orb and run a different Z move sweeper if I do want to do that, but we're going to go with Ashgra, and I think we already have enough, like, sweeping potential, and I just want some nice, like, this can still act as a win condition, and while it doesn't really help out with the screens, it can the rest of the team supports it quite a bit by getting rid of its counters. Zygarde plus Lando can definitely break Toxapex, which is definitely one of the biggest switch-ins to this. And we do have Knockoff to help out with Chansey too, so I think this is a great option. And it does provide us spikes too, so it can hazard stack alongside Lando, which is definitely great. I'm going with Surf because I don't use Hydro Pump. I always miss that attack. And we'll go with Shuriken right here and Dark Pulse. And I believe the standard EV spread is just max right here with Timid, which is definitely what we're going to go with. And I think that's good. Let me just make sure that I have used all my EVs. I have not, so let's put that in defense. And the rest of it looks all good to me. So I think that is going to be the team right now. Let me double check abilities too. We did want to Intimidate on this. So yeah, that we're going to go ahead and roll with this right now. Hopefully Mimikyu can do some work. I'll double check the Zygarde EV spread before we get our first match right now. But yeah, I will be right back. Alright, we got a game right here. I think this guy leads Excadrill. This guy's team is super offensive, by the way. I think he leads Excadrill, but I can go Lando on that anyway. The off chance he doesn't lead with that, I want to lead off with my Tapu Koko right here. And we can go with that. He does lead with the Gallade actually, so that's pretty fine. I can just go right here for a Reflect first, and then follow it up with the Light Screen. This is what I was talking about, because his only Defogger is Cortana, unless he's Defog Tapu Koko. So that's the only way he's actually getting rid of these screens. So I'll throw up the Light Screen now. I can Taunt to prevent a Leech Seed, but I really want a Light Screen right here. I don't think he'll Leech yet. I think he'll just go for a Horn Leech or Woodhammer. And that looks fine to me. I guess he expected me to be a more offensive set. There's the Horn Leech, which is perfectly fine with me. And I'm definitely going to try to go for game with my Zygarde right here. I definitely am scared of the one thing, though, the Hawlucha. We'll make the Lando play right here to get up rocks. As he's going to go right for another Horn Leech. That does so much, despite the fact that we have a Reflect up, and I guess he's banned. And the fact that we have the screen, but, well, the fact that we have the Intimidate. I'll go for a Knock right here and just get rid of an item. I think he'll go either Cortana or he'll just stay in to continue clicking Horn Leech. But I think he might go Drill just to get rid of my just to get rid of the rocks that I might throw up. But either way, we get rid of a Focus Sash on Drill this way, which I think he's gonna go out into it. Let's see if it's Scarf or Sash. That is a lot. It is a Scarf. So now I know that we outspeed it, and I can just go ahead and go right here for the Earthquake and knock that thing out. The terrain doesn't matter, and the fact that we prevented rocks right there was as big. He goes back to Tapu Bulu. I'll just get up my rocks now. I think he's banded and he'll go for a Wardhammer or Horn Leech. He just goes right for that, and I guess I'll just knock this thing off too. I really don't mind. I'll just get rid of the band, which can definitely help some of my mons in the back set up better. And unfortunately they knocked me out right there because I actually wanted to go out into my Tapu Koko and get up screens again, but it's alright. We have several options right here. He was actually Assault Vest. I should pay attention to that. I can go to Gyarados right here, get an Intimidate off, and start to Dragon Dance. He could be Scarf Cortana, though, which I think most teams with Tapu Bulu plus Cortana run, so I don't want to do that. We do have enough speed on Zygarde to outspeed Scarf Tana at +2. I'll go Zygarde right here, just because I might be able to 1v1 this. I'll go for a Coil first, just because we'll take less damage, and we have our screen up for one more turn. This is why I would have loved to have my other thing in, but that does absolutely nothing, and now I can just follow it up with a couple of Dragon Dances. That does a lot, but I'm pretty sure... do I want to coil up just to be safe? I think I will, just because I really want to make sure that I get put in range of my berry and don't just get straight up knocked out. I think I can Dragon Dance and live with my berry anyway, but I really want to coil just to make sure. If I coil, though, and he doesn't do the 25% or 20 whatever percent and doesn't put me in range of my berry, that would be pretty bad. I think I Dragon Dance. I think I live a Woodhammer from that range based on the damage with the screens. So I'll go right here for the Dragon Dance. Make sure that I'm faster than the Cortana now. We should live that. Dang, we actually did not. I really thought that we would based on that screen damage. That had to be a roll. Let me check that. Tapu Bulu. Assault Vest against a Zygarde. Let's say we had the Double Dance set. With, I believe the set runs some defense. No, it doesn't. It runs the set that we have right here. He actually got the max roll, I think, because, well, assuming he's the standard 60 attack with the Adamant Nature, but dang, that's crazy. Okay, so now we have to make a pretty tough decision. I think Gyarados is my new win con. I'll go Tapu Koko for screens again. This is still definitely not over. I can still win this. I can get a Reflect up first. We'll live that because of the screen, and dang, that roll with the Zygarde was really tough. I could have won right there, but I'll get up the Light Screen now, as he's going to go for the Woodhammer and just knock me out. Perfectly fine with me. I'll go Gyarados now. And use this as an opportunity to start Dragon Dancing. I think he'll go for the Calm Mind, I mean the Nature's Madness right here. And then we can just deal with that pretty finely. There's the Nature's Madness. If he missed that, we would have won on the spot, but it's alright. I'll go for another Dragon Dance. And then I think I'll get up 3, actually. Oh, never mind. We actually can't get up 3. That sucks. Okay, I'll go for Ice Fang. And make sure that I can knock this thing out right now. We need to hit, which thankfully we do and knock that out. Let's see what his initial response is, because Terrain is gone, so Hawlucha's not getting its Inverted. Goes Tapu Koko. I do have Earthquake. Is this Shuka? Does +2 Waterfall knock us out? I guess he Scarfed Koko, which I think we might outspeed. And actually, never mind. We won't outspeed. We should outspeed Scarf Koko. Let's see. Let's actually give him the Shuka Berry set, because I think that's the only reason he would do this. I guess that's not on here. Okay, let's go with the Gyarados. Let's give ourselves a Mega Evolution. And give ourselves +2 attack. Oh, that's easily knocking him out. I think we outspeed Scarf Koko, and I can knock this out. We actually don't outspeed Scarf Koko. Wow. Alright, so I guess I definitely overestimated how fast Gyarados was. And Tapu Koko is base 130. I really thought we might, but it's alright. We still have screens. I can go Mimikyu right here. And maybe try to make something happen. This is the mon that we're trying to feature, so ideally this works out. Just don't flinch me or freeze me with that. Alright, cool. Do I Shadow Sneak right here? Does that knock him out? I know I'm calcing a lot, but I really don't want to mess this up. Let's go for a +2 Mimikyu against a Glade. Shadow Sneak does not come out. I'll go ahead and do that right here. Wow, he actually took nothing. Did I calc wrong? I think I calced something wrong right there. Our Reflect is gone now. That's pretty tough. I could have SD'd up again and then done that, but what do I want to do? I think if I get damage off on Cortana, we can win with our Shuriken spam, which is definitely looking like my best win con now. I think I SD up again. He switches out. Now I'm forced to Shadow Sneak, and this is what I was talking about. We should be able to win with Shuriken spam after this damage. Alright, so we need to knock him out right here. I don't know how many hits we need, but if this knocks him out, I'm pretty sure we win. Assuming we knock out Tapu Koko, which I think we do. Alright, Greninja, please hit enough times to knock this out. This has base 31 SpDef, as we saw when team building. Alright, I am back. Let's see how many Shuriken hits we get. We get 3, okay, good. And let's see how much, we get our Battle Bond. Let's see if we can knock out Hawlucha. Because I think we can, and this should go down too. I don't know what just happened with my computer, but it definitely just froze. So we knock that out. Okay, that was definitely kind of sketchy right there. Let's see if we knock out Cortana with the Hawlucha right now. If we do, we win. I don't think we do. It's gonna get a defense boost. We need to do like about 30% with each hit. I think maybe we can knock it out. This is either way. This is a really close battle. Let's see right now how much we do right here. This is a really great game. But ideally, when I come out and pick up the win, I could calc it. I guess he's taking a while, so I might as well. Now, actually, let's leave it up to a surprise. The game ended. We just came just short. Had we knocked that thing out, we would have been able to win. But he risked the high jump kick miss, which I guess he didn't have Drain Punch. Did Acrobatics kill? Let's find out. Hawlucha, Electric Seed Sweeper against a Greninja. Acrobatics would not kill without the item. So he made the correct play right there, and that is unfortunately going to be a loss. But really great game. Had we knocked him out right there, we needed a 1 crit on one of the 3, but it's alright. I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here. Hopefully we can bounce back and win, but this guy is very weak to my Dragon Dance Zygarde as well as my Dragon Dance Gyarados, so those are definitely good win conditions. I need to try to scout his Scarfers. If he's Scarf Tapu Lele, I'm hoping that's not the Scarfer. I'm hoping it's like Scarf Koko or Scarf Keldeo. That would definitely be more ideal, but I'll lead off here with my Tapu Koko. Alright, so I think it's Scarf Lele based on the fact that he led off with this, but we got rid of Terrain, so I'll just go right here for a nice light screen as he switches out into the Landorus-T. And I'll go for a Reflect right here because I don't want him. I could have taunted to prevent that, but I didn't really care. I don't want to not get my screen up and have him reflect, but I'll go here into my own Lando now and try to go for. I think he'll U-turn, but hopefully he Earthquakes. Goes for knockoff, so that's a little bit annoying because he was kind of weak to Earthquake spam, but I'll get up rocks right here. As he's going to HP Ice me on behind the screen, that's fine. I'll go for a knockoff of my own, probably get rid of Helmet. Yeah, there's the Helmet gone, so that's great, as he's going to knock me out. So this is the scenario that I wanted. I can just bring in my Gyarados now. And we still have screen turns to use, so I can go right here for a nice Dragon Dance. He'll U-turn, the question is into what. I think I take the hit from Tapu Lele, so I'm not too worried about it. It goes hard Keldeo. Does this take +2 Earthquake? I guess it does. I'll go for Earthquake in my regular form because I want to be able to bait the Lele later. And we still have our screen setter at full, which is definitely really nice. I'll go for Earthquake right here. It's able to 2-hit KO. Goes for Calm Mind. Goes back to Lando. I just Dragon Dance again, though. Where this thing doesn't do anything to me. And he's gonna have to sack him on eventually, so he goes right for the Hidden Power. I'll go ahead and go right here for a nice... So Mega Evolve and go for Waterfall. Sacks off Keldeo. He's forced back to Lando, which is the tough part for him right now. And it looks like Gyarados is going to be able to come through, but unfortunately, Mimikyu could have done this too. He's going to get out sped right here. I don't know why he's doing this. We're able to knock that out, and he's just going to go ahead and forfeit right there, because he would have had to sack 2 more Mons just to get off the double Intimidate, and he would have had to sack a Lando right there. So the Screens plus Mega Gyarados definitely managed to come through that time. I won't drop a GG in chat for that one, but yeah, hopefully Mimikyu can do some work in the next one, and I'll be right back. Alright, we got another match right here. I just found this game right before this, and the guy, or a girl, I don't know, but that person had over 4,000 games played on the ladder, so that was pretty insane to think about. But the guy didn't even choose a lead, he just timed out. He was higher up on the ladder than me too, which is pretty interesting, but I'll lead Tapu Koko. He leads Zygarde. I don't think he's Scarf. I'll go for the Reflect into Taunt. If he's Scarf 1,000 arrows, we might live it because of our max HP investment. We honestly might, because Zygarde has like base 5 attack. It's base 100, but Krabby has more attack than Zygarde. I'll Taunt right here. And now I'll get up my light screen. Alright, I guess I Taunt this too. To prevent a Dragon Dance. Tries to Toxic me. I'll just go Landorus now and get up my rocks. Goes right for 1,000 arrows, that's fine. We have Earth Plate for the... He actually goes Torn. Which we leave a Z move behind the screen, so I'll just knock right here. Get rid of... He's probably a Z move, so probably not my best idea. That's Life Orb, okay, so he's gonna hit me with a Life Orb Hurricane. Goes for U-turn actually, so that was good because it covered both my double and if I stayed in, he could just go out into his Ferrothorn. Goes Zygarde right here. I'll get up my Reflect. As he goes right for the 1,000 arrows. He probably has Extreme Speed, but on the off chance he doesn't, I'll try to get up my other screen. So that's a worthy trade the way I see it. Unfortunately that he has Toxic, because I could have tried to sweep with something right here. I mean, I still can, but it's not going to be as easy. Do I just go Mimikyu and try to see how much damage I can do? That looks like a good plan. I'll SD up right here and try to see what I can do. He goes Ferrothorn, which is actually great, because what I can do is... I don't think +2 Ghost is going to knock this out, so I'll go for the next SD. Goes right for Gyro Ball. Now I'll fire off the Never-Ending Nightmare. Hopefully he does not have Protect. Am I clicking the right one? Base 140. Okay, that's the one that I want to click. Did I click the G Shadow Sneak before on that Magearna? I think I might have. Alright, let's see what he wants to respond with now. Because we're at +4, I can Shadow Sneak the Gran. Honestly, I'll just play off the Gran because he can't really OHKO me with anything. Goes Torn, I don't even know if this lives that Shadow Sneak. It does. Defogs my screens away. I don't know how much that's going to make a difference. But I'll Shadow Sneak again right here. Life Orb Torn is definitely something he might preserve, but we outspeed Crocodile because of our Jolly Nature, which is definitely great. Is he Intimidate? He is. I don't think the drops are going to make that much of a difference. Well, if he has Scarf, I think I live a hit from Scarf Crook, so maybe we'll be fine. We're able to go for the player off and knock that out. Let's see what his next response is. Maybe Gran. I think he goes Gran. Goes Magnezone. I don't think... Is he Scarf Magnezone? I'm pretty sure we live a hit because this has decent Spidef. No, we just died. Okay. Alright. Pretty sure I go Gyarados now and win this match. Because we know it's Scarf Magnezone. I just go right here for the... I guess I might as well Mega. And Dragon Dance. Goes Torn. I will be able to outspeed this. And knock it out. Don't want to risk getting Hurricane confused, so I'll just go right here for the Waterfall. Pick that off. He has to go either Zygarde and hope I don't have Ice Fang. Or Magnezone, which I will Earthquake right now. It is Magnet Pull, thankfully, and not Sturdy, so we're able to knock that out. And I guess Gran has to somehow live and beat me. Which I don't think it can do. I'll go for Earthquake. It didn't even live. And that is going to be the game. Gyarados coming through again, but Mimikyu did quite a bit of work there too. That +4 Z Shadow Claw did quite a bit of work. But yeah, I'll drop a GG in chat, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another match right here. This guy is very weak to my Greninja, especially if it's not Assault Vest Magearna, but he's also pretty weak to my Gyarados at +1, as well as my Zygarde, so... And my Mimikyu, to be honest. Everything does work here. But I think he'll lead Medicham. He leads Lando. This could be Scarf. And I don't want to take a Scarf EQ very fast, and So I'll just go here into my own Lando. I think he'll go for Earthquake, trying to bank on my choke of staying in, but he gets up a rocks. We could have taunted, but I'll just do the same then. Goes right for a hidden power. I'll just knock now because we saw that we outsped. Goes right for protect. Interesting decision. But I'll knock anyway, I don't care. I'll make this trade right now. I mean, while this does do quite a bit of work, it's really not breaking through Lottie. And I guess I could have smacked down and then Earthquaked a few times, but if I go Gyarados right here, he's going to go hard Cortana, and it'll be a problem. Alright, I think I know what I have to do. We'll go out into this, get up our Reflect first right here, because, well, she actually doesn't even go for the Earthquake, so that's great. Now I can just Light Screen, as he goes right for that. I'll Taunt in case he's Defog Lando. Did we see all 4 of his moves? We saw Earthquake, we saw Hidden Power Ice, we saw Protect, and we saw Stealth Rock, so I don't have to Taunt right here. Glad I double checked that before clicking the move, but I can go Zygarde. We already saw he has HBS though. I have to go out into something. We'll think this play right now. As he goes Magearna, this could have Thunderbolt, but I'm just going to Dragon Dance anyway. I'll Mega Evolve because I do want to make sure that I'm not 4 times weak to T-Bolt if he has it. Alright, so hopefully we live a hit from Scarf Tana right now. Leaf Blade is high crit ratio, so if he does crit me through my screens, we probably go down. But Gyarados has like base 130, 110, something like that on defense. 109, okay. Goes Cart. I think we can live the hit and just fire off an Earthquake. If he's not Scarf, then I think we are in an even better spot right now because he can't be Timid Cortana and get both boosts, basically, is what it comes down to. Assuming Earthquake 2 at KOs, which it's going to. Grass Z. That'll knock me out. But now what I do is I just go... Alright, so we still have turns, which is good. I just go Zygarde. Well, I can also go Grand since we already know what his set is. We saw it's Assault plus Magearna, so I definitely don't want to do that yet. We'll make the Zygarde play. And I'll just Dragon Dance right here. That won't do a ton even besides stat boost, and we got our Dragon Dance up. Is it worth getting up 2? No, it's not. Do I think it's Scarf Latias? Alright, don't crit my screen, please. Don't crit me through the screen. That would be like the one way I lose. Okay, cool. And now that our screen is gone, I think I'll just 1000 Arrows this. And knock it out right there. Because I don't want to be put in Fake Out range or anything. And now we're at +3 with +2 speed. So this is the scenario that I wanted. I don't know if we Oko the Latias yet, but hopefully we do. And that way we can be able to win the match. I think +3 E-speed kills Gren. Double Dance. That's Choice Band. Against a Greninja. Just to say some offensive Gren. Yeah, that'll be able to Oko. 94 to 111. Yeah, we'll be able to knock that out. He goes Lando, which is definitely smart, but I'm pretty sure plus 2,000 arrows will be able to knock this out anyway. From 59. He has defensive Lando, though, so maybe not. And we aren't max attack Zygarde. No, we pick him off, okay. I'll take that. Now he has to go out into Lottie. Or Metacham, which is definitely a weird choice. Because you can Fake Out, but, like, now I get a free 1,000 arrows off and get another knockout. You should have gone Lottie, but I guess he doesn't know my set. He saw my berry, though, so he knows I'm not Dragonium. And I'm pretty sure the only Zygarde that runs a Dragon-type move is Dragonium. So he sacks off Magearna, which means my Gren is definitely just much more of a threat. Oh, we actually just knocked it out. Wow. Okay, so I guess that's why I didn't do that. He has to, like, crit me with both Fake Out and Bullet Punch right here. We still have our Disguise intact, too. Wish we were Let's Snuggle Forever, because then I could not risk the player off miss, but I guess I just Extreme Speed. Barely miss out on the knockout, and I just Extreme Speed again, and that will be the game. So Zygarde managed to come through. I'm glad that all of the sweepers are managing to come through. We got a couple Gyarados sweeps. Mimikyu helped out that last game too. And now Zygarde did quite a bit of work, so I'll drop a GG in chat, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here. Zygarde can definitely beat this team if he gives me damage on the Buzzwole, but really, I want to go for game with the Gyarados and get damage on Mandibuzz. That's looking a lot more realistic. Alright, so I'm going to hope he kind of chokes right here and just stays in to take my T-Bolt, but he does. Okay, so that did absolutely zero because of the fact that we are no special attack. Alright, I'll get up a screen now. Goes right for Ice Punch. That killed me through Reflect. I mean, I was at 11%, so Surprised that he gave me a ton of damage off right there, because now I'm just in a great spot. We'll go out into this right here, and just Swords Dance up right now. I can take any hit because of our Disguise, and we have our Reflect, so I can probably take a hit after that if I really wanted to. Leech Life, so he doesn't get health back because of the Disguise. I'll just play rough right here, and pretty much pick up a knockout because the Magearna will go down to the Z move right after. Honestly, I don't want to burn my Z move until Chansey's gone though. I think I will eventually, just if he goes out into like something else. So Buzzwole's gone, which is really gonna help out my Zygarde. That was like one of the main goals that I was talking about. I like how I said it's a lot more realistic to get the Gyarados sweep off, and then I just swept with this. But I'll play rough right here. He'll probably Volt Switch out into the Chansey. That did so much because of Electric Terrain. Goes Magearna. Gotta play rough off. You know what? I'm just gonna throw it out right now. I think he might go Chansey, expecting the Z move, but he doesn't. Okay, so this is gonna help out my Gran a lot too, because we're able to knock that out right there. And we still have Shadow Sneak pressure for the Manectric, which he's gonna go back out. Fortunate that we don't have screens for the rest of the game, but I'll go for Shadow Sneak right here. Do a bit. He goes for the T-Bolt. I can just go Lando. I think I live in HP Ice. And if I could knock off the Magearna, I mean this thing, that would help out. I still need damage with on Chansey though. I could have gone Zygarde and just tried to go for it, but he probably has like Whirlwind or something or Toxic on Mandibuzz. Alright, I really want to predict him to switch out. I'll Earthquake though. I really wanted to Smack Down, but it's alright. I'll Smack Down now. Just in case he doesn't Mega Evolve. I don't know whether we take this hit now. But I Earthquake every time. He's gonna Mega... Well, he's not Mega, actually. He's just regular Waterfall. He's able to Oko me. Is he Moxie? He is Moxie. Let's get our Intimidate off. Mega Evolve and throw off a Dragon Dance right here. I'm Mega Evolving because we're faster when he's at +1. No, he just Mega Evolved. That'll do it. Yeah, and unfortunately it looks like we're gonna take a loss right here, as much as I thought this was winnable. I probably should have just gone for game earlier, but I'll go right here for the Dragon Dance. We're able to live. But he flinches me, that's pretty bad. Had I actually broken through right there, I think Mandibuzz would have 1v1 me anyway. Alright, do we outspeed and can we flinch down the rest of his team? Probably not. We don't outspeed and he knocks me out, so that is going to be the game right there. Unfortunate loss, but I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here. This guy's really weak to Mimikyu, but we're super weak to that Volcarona. Either way, I'll lead Tapu Koko right here. He's going to lead Deontay. I can't taunt this because it'll just bounce right back at me, so I'll get up a light screen first to make sure I take a Moonblast or Earth Power or whatever he goes for. And then I'll follow it up with the Reflect. Goes right for Diamond Storm, so we went for a physical move, but we ate it up anyway. I'll go for the Reflect now. He goes right for Diamond Storm again. Gets a defense boost. I'll just weaken this thing a little bit with the Thunderbolt. Alright, so let's see. He gets 2 defense boosts, which is definitely unfortunate. I can't get up a rocks on this either. That's kind of annoying. Okay, I can't... Do I really think Gyarados will knock it out? I mean, the thing is, I didn't even take his hits correctly. It'll be a 50-50. I'll go for the 50-50 though. We'll go ahead and Mega Evolve and... No, you know what? I don't want to Mega Evolve and take the Moonblast. I'll just go right here for it. He gets the play right. I should have Mega Evolved, but we do knock him out despite his defense boost right there, which is definitely great. I think Ferrothorn comes out now, which can start stacking hazards, which is definitely scary, especially since our Tauntmon is gone, but I can go Landorus on this and get at my rocks, which is definitely looking pretty alright. We've had some pretty quick-paced games, which is fine, because when you're running this offensive of a team, you want to get some games done pretty fast to get more games in, but he gets up a Spike. I can just knock off right here, get rid of... He actually get a crit, which is definitely really nice for me. We get rid of leftovers. Does he have rocks on this, or just spikes? Or I'll go for a nice Earth Plate Earthquake. Does over half. And I'll just click it again. I don't really mind. I don't want to knock off, and as much as I want to predict Lando, which I should have done, I didn't really want to have him stay in and get up a rocks too, because I can just knock this thing off right here. Is he Z? What is he right now? We're offensive Lando, so whatever he has, it won't be enough. Yeah, that's clearly defensive. He's thankfully Not helmet. I guess it won't make a difference, but I can just smack him down right now. Get a bit of damage off. He probably has HB Ice. Nope, he has U-turn. Okay, so he'll knock me out with whatever he brings in due to leech sheet damage, but I'm not too worried about it. This is not going to get any recovery from this. Yeah, 2%. The only problem is all these hazards that are on my side of the field now, but look at Greninja and then look at his Dark Resists. That's pretty funny. I can go Zygarde. Probably pick him off with this. I don't want to get leech sheeted, so I'm definitely just going to knock him out. And just go right for 1,000 arrows. I really don't want to get leech sheeted or Gyroballs, so we knock that thing out right there. This will allow Gren to come in, but he actually goes Landorus-T, which I can definitely try to set up on. And I will, just because we're super weak. He does have HBS, I'm not sure why I didn't click it before. We got our berry. Alright, I'll click this again now. And I think he'll live this, which is definitely unfortunate, because if he didn't, we might have been able to win with this mon. He actually ate that up. But it's alright, now we'll go for the Gren. And I think Gren should be able to come through. We'll get our Battle Bond, and Volka's taking 50%. He's going to go out into his own Gren. This should get 2-hit KO'd. Maybe not. It takes like 41, I think. We get a crit, which is definitely really nice. You see Scarf with Protean. We actually just won the speed tie. Okay, I'll take that. He has to go Zygarde. Which, I don't know if this eats, but I think I switch out. Now I'll Dark Pulse. Goes right for extreme speed, so hopefully this knocks him out and we just win. Unfortunate that we didn't, but he's going to pick me off right there. I think we could take -1 banded E-speed. I think that's banded, and do I just knock him out? I think I just knock him out. And then try to win with Mimikyu. I don't know why I Ice Fanged right there. That had accuracy, but let's see what he brings in. Probably the... How weakened is Landorus now? It's going to come down to... I think Mimikyu can pick that off. So I think we should be fine right now. We should be able to win this match. Because he's forced to knock me out right here. Yeah. And do I just fire off my Z move? Does +2 Shadow Sneak knock it out? Volcarona. Against Mimikyu. +2 Shadow Sneak would knock him out. That's Life Orb. It still would. Let's make sure that's a guarantee. I think my play is Swords Dance. And now I Shadow Sneak for the kill. And I think we win, because we just Shadow Sneak this. I don't care. We know it's defensive Landorus. I can just fire off the Z move against that. He lived. But the game did not end, so he was Z Savage Spin Out. I don't know why he didn't... That actually... Was that really... I guess he has HP investment, because I'm very surprised about that. We're able to knock that out. And then we're able to knock out Landorus too. I'm not sure if he had a fire type move. We probably lived it because Mimikyu has decent SPDF, but yeah, this doesn't matter. I'll just Shadow Sneak right here for the knockout. So I probably should have just fired off my Z move and then gone for Shadow Sneak for the guaranteed kill, but I don't know. I mean, -1 Mimikyu probably doesn't even knock out Landorus, but I would have outsped, so I probably misplayed right there, but it ended up working out. I don't know how +2 Shadow Sneak did not kill though, but I'll drop a GG in chat, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here. This will probably be our last. Still feeling kind of sick, so I don't know how much longer I can narrate. But let's go ahead and try to prevent the webs. He's going to get up webs, because this is always Mental Herb. But I guess I can prevent both webs and rocks at the very least, which is definitely nice. And I can get up my screens too. And it's definitely looking like my Gyarados can win this, so he has Mental Herb. I taunt again to prevent rocks. Yeah, I always do that. And now I just get up screens. I go for light screen first. I guess I should have reflected, because if this is Scarf Mamo, he'll probably knock me out. He's not though, and he goes for Icicle Crash instead. And he reveals Life Orb. So now I'll get a taunt off right here in case this is a rocks too. Get rid of my Light Clay, that's fine. I'll go Gyarados now and start going for the game. Because I think he EQs. Goes back to Shuckle. So I guess he really wants rocks. Does this have Toxic? It does Encore. I actually knew it run that. I don't know why I didn't counterplay, but I'll go Lando now. Unfortunate that this is not what I wanted, but it's alright. We can still win with Gyarados. Unfortunate that we're going to take webs when you come back into... Alright, you know what? I'm going to trade rocks. If you want your hazards up, I'll do the same. I don't care about that. He goes for Final Gambit. I mean, Greninja was important, but... So he saw his entire moveset. Webs, rocks, Encore, Final Gambit. Is that standard? I'm pretty sure standard runs Toxic, but... Let's see what he brings in to respond to me. Scarf, Tapu Lele, or... Go with Mamoswine. He actually Ice Sharded. Why would you... I really thought he would go Tapu Lele right there and was just baiting the Water Shuriken, but... I mean, hey, I can just go... Actually, Mimikyu kind of wins this. Yeah, Mimikyu definitely just kind of wins this. It's definitely not done, especially since we're Jolly will outspeed this thing. He put it on invite only. I don't know what happened, but... I'll go out into this to get Intimidate, and then switch out into my Gyarados. And I wish we didn't Mega Evolve, because we could get a double Intimidate and not take sticky webs right now, but it's alright. Not too stressed out about it. Let's see what... Because I pretty much got a kill with Waterfall right now, which is definitely what I'm going for. And I think he Ice Shards or Icicle Crashes here every time. Really Ice Shard, because he doesn't want to take an Earthquake and just get knocked out. Let's see. Hopefully this Ice Shard. Icicle Crash. Okay, so I could have stayed in, but... It's alright. I'll just go right here for a Waterfall. He goes Tapu Lele. This will take a lot. I guess he really expected the Dragon Dance, but this will take, like, a good amount. Yeah, I can't switch in again, which is really great for my Mimikyu. Which, actually, I'll bring out Mimikyu soon. I actually won't outspeed this because I forgot that the sticky webs were up. But it's alright. I'll go... This is a problematic Mon. What do I sack is the question. I think Tapu Koko is my sack right here. Get up the other terrain. Goes right for Moonblast. And he goes down to Life Orb Recoil, which is definitely cool. Gyarados still does a ton of work. I think he goes Tapu Koko every time right here, so I'll go Mimikyu. Yeah, there's Tapu Koko. And I'll just fire off my Never-Ending Nightmare against this. Because I do want to be able to knock it out. And I don't want to take damage after my disguise has gone down. Hawlucha, how am I dealing with that? He goes for Taunt, which is just amazing, because now I get to fire off this and knock it out. And we still have... Oh, okay, well, I get to knock it out with Shadow Sneak, but... Pretty much I still have my thing intact for the Hawlucha. He goes Mamoswine. Let's Shadow Claw this. He's just going to go for Ice Shard to break. Goes Hawlucha. I just can't let this set up, which is the main thing. He might Swords Dance anyway, but... I have Extreme Speed and I have Intimidate in the back, so I don't know how much... He's going to bank on this right now. I don't know. This is going to be a pretty interesting endgame right here. Let's see. Hopefully he tries to Swords Dance and I, like, crit player off. But even if he doesn't, even if I don't crit and he tries to Swords Dance, we should be fine. We live that. We need to hit this. We do. I can go ahead and just Shadow Sneak right here. We get a crit through that. Alright, this guy's luck was definitely not very great. We got... Well, I guess that was really his only bad luck. Did I miss something? He got a low roll on Acrobatics, I think too. It's hard to why. Oh, do I lose to this? No, I don't. Because I can go out into this. 1,000 arrows into Extreme Speed will knock him out. He goes for Fire Blast. It looks like we just knocked him out. I'm pretty sure we lived in HPS either way. But we're able to crit. He was going to be put in range of Extreme Speed anyway. I don't think the crit mattered because we would have had him in range of, like, the Extreme Speed, and our Lando could have 1v1 that Hawlucha, so I think we would have been fine, but glad we managed to pick up the win right there for our last match, and we'll end it off right there, as I said. Once again, the team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. If you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any competitive Pokemon content, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.